Okay. Hey guys, welcome back to Black V Up. This is Lily.
And this is Day.
And I don't know. Hey!
Hey, that was your first time you did the intro, okay? I fuck with it. That was good.
I say, what the
Shit,
fuck?
we have some COVID. We have some COVID updates, I guess. So I'm over here trying to pull some up right now. Apparently, the phase, we're not going to be advancing into the next phase. Governor Inslee of Seattle wants us to all wear masks still, not go out, and just, keep everything low, I guess. I haven't really been keeping updated because I've just been working.
Yeah, I have no updates on that. The only things I've heard, like how in the first stage in 2 weeks, like the number in Snohomish specifically, the number of cases actually kind of like increased dramatically, way more than they were expecting in order to go into phase 2. And so I know like that got pushed back, but since then, which was like probably a month or two ago that I heard that, I don't know what the updates are on it. So
Well, as long as everybody's still wearing masks when they go out, keeping your hands clean, you should be
there's a lot
good.
of
Just
people,
wear a mask.
right? But there's a lot of people that like don't feel like they need to wear a mask. What is it?
Oh,
Hold
yeah.
on. I read something. Let me find it.
Go ahead, go find it. We got time. We got a good 20 minutes.
Shoot, right? Hold on. Yeah, I like a lot of things.
Oh, right. Trying to go through your likes.
Yeah, Instagram. Because I read it on Instagram.
How would you feel about a second stimulus check?
I've been hearing that, like, from people that there is going to be a second one, but I haven't done my research on it. I think, shit, I don't have nothing negative to say about it.
Exactly. You feel me? I don't have nothing negative. I think the government needs to run me my money.
I know, like, in Canada, I don't know if they've changed it, but, like, their thing was to give people $2,000 for 6 months. Like, each month, they got
Oh, I
2,000.
believe I remember hearing that.
Yeah, for 6 months. And I'm just like, why are we not doing that?
I know, right? 1,200 sounds like the bare minimum.
Exactly. Yeah, I wouldn't be mad for a second one.
And then school. So I have a question about, until you pull up that article, I have a
Yeah.
question about, so daycare. When Michael was in daycare around March or February, March, did you make the choice to pull him out, or did you wait until the daycare kind of had some COVID updates, or kind of what happened there? Because I'm curious.
That's a good question. So I was still in school and I was working as well. So I was constantly on campus, like almost like a 12-hour shift because I'd be going to class and going to work. So I decided to kind of like step back for like, I just felt more comfortable because again, my school, there's a lot of traffic, there's a lot of international students, and I was educating myself on what the hell was going on, and so I didn't feel comfortable going to work. And classes, like at the time my teachers were like okay with us doing stuff not in class, you know what I mean?
Good, yeah.
So then I kept him in there for a little bit so I can get things done. Specifically homework and stuff and housework. And then I think I did take him out before daycare completely shut down.
Good.
It might have been like a week early, the most. Like it was either a couple days before or a week.
Hmm.
Like, okay,
Well, that's good.
we need to stay home. Yeah, I know that a lot of people weren't educated on it and were just going about life at that time
Yeah.
and didn't know what was going on until like, well, maybe knew what was going on, but not fully, like I said, not fully educated to where they were like, okay, I need to take, or some didn't even have the resource to be like, okay, stay home. So it
Hmm.
makes sense. But Micah's gotten sick so many times from daycare that I was like, yeah, I ain't
Yeah, it's
taking it.
time.
And he's had pneumonia before, so I was like, okay, no, 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 no.
Yeah, so he was already high risk.
Yeah, he was pretty high risk. And so, and things were kind of iffy out at that time because there was information, but not enough to like know like who. I think it was a time where people thought it was only affecting old people.
Yes. Yeah.
Then here, like, if it affects old people, of course it's gonna affect the young.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, how do you? The young are still building the immune system. How do you think you're just so? Yeah, I took action early
Well, that's good.
for
I
the.
mainly asked because I was like, I wonder what school and like daycare is going to look like next year. Like for the kids, are parents going to be willing to put their children in school come this September? Or are they going to wait homeschool for a year? Like, I'm just curious.
I think school will probably open up. I just don't know. It's just like malls right now. Malls are open,
Mm-hmm.
stores in there are open, but they have like specific requirements. Like, okay, sanitize every what hour or so. I don't know. And then requirement mask and like I went to Target last week and you can't try anything on. You can't
Oh,
touch clothes. You
dang.
can't even like put the clothes on top of your clothes to try it on. And I'm like, you don't want me to touch, smell, look like shit.
Can't use
Like,
any of my senses.
right, you just want me to give you cat get out like that's how it felt, but also I understand. So it was like it was hard,
Right.
especially like going into the shoes section. It was just
Oh,
like,
yeah, not being able to try on shoes, just take them
oh,
home blindly. Damn.
exactly. I guess if you know your size, you can just grab and go. But
Mm,
me, I every shoe was different on my feet because I have wide feet, and so
yeah.
it was like, shit. How am I supposed to really choose my size if I can't try it? And I'm the type of person that usually does not buy clothes until I try it.
Yeah.
That's why I don't do online shopping. So yeah, there's like a lot of those requirements applied into stores that I think will definitely happen when it comes to schools and daycares. I know daycare for Micah is open right now. Like they've been
Oh,
open
okay.
and but they only can accept a certain amount of kids. Like um
Mm-hmm.
probably 7 I think in his specific grade or age group. And so you would have to like notify ahead of time like, hey, I want to have my kid start going back to daycare. And then they have this whole sanitation process as well. And yeah, it's, and then also like, it's the reason they have it open, actually 2 months maybe. They might have had it open for 2 months, but the reason I had it open is because a lot of people that were essential workers needed the childcare.
Yeah.
Um, and so they don't really know from that from there they don't know where they're gonna go really. I'm like,
I,
shit. They might take more kids, they might not, I don't know. And I guess that's the hard part when it comes in my position specifically because like I am I don't want to say scared. Well, I'm a germaphobe, so I don't want to deal with that. I don't want my kid out there, but at the same
Mhm.
time, like I need to go and make a living as well. So I'm gonna need that assistance, but it's like that balance. How do I have to just completely get over my fear and throw
Yeah.
me and like hope that nothing happens, or is there other solution? Yeah. But I found the post and
Hey.
it says if the masks work, why the 6 feet? Like these are questions people would ask. They
Hmm.
said if the 6 feet works, why the mask? If both work, why the lockdown? And someone like replied back, like that's just pretty much like if airbags work, then why the seatbelt? If seatbelts work, then why airbags? If both work, then and it's just like it's true.
It's true.
Like you're gonna need these extra steps of precaution and safety so nothing can like it's that same logic, you know what I mean?
Hmm.
And I've heard some people say like, oh, the mask, and these are people that I know personally. They've said, oh yeah, now it's going to be a requirement to have a mask everywhere and anywhere, and
Hmm.
it's stupid because you actually masks are more dangerous. Like you're just sucking in carbon dioxide and like you that's like I'm sitting here like, bro. And then they would say like, oh, even like if you're in the house with a bunch of people, like friends, you still need to have a mask apparently, and like you can't socialize unless you have a mask. I'm like,
How
there's
does
just
this not make sense to you?
to me is like, okay, I see your problem, especially when you're inside someone's house, you're hanging out with a
Hmm.
group of you have a mask. You're worried that the carbon dioxide is going to affect you. Yes, that is bad. It is going to, like, it's not good for you. But that's
That
why
is
you
valid.
6 feet. You go out in the backyard, you take a fucking walk, take your mask off, and breathe the air where no one else is,
Yeah,
and come back in and chill. You don't need to be suffocating in your mask the whole time.
exactly.
The thing
And
is,
then
like,
it's like there's essential workers that are out here working all day with their masks on.
right,
And then it's like some of these people can't even wear a mask for an hour or two just to be safe.
exactly, exactly. And it's just like, there's, I am so shocked when people say it's more dangerous. You're telling me a mask that you put on for a couple minutes where you can actually take it off and take breaks is more
Take
dangerous
breaths.
than,
Yeah.
yeah, more dangerous than you catching a virus that is not just like bad for you, like the virus is harmful, but it's painful process. You can't just take off the damn virus and take a break and put it
Yeah,
back on.
exactly. Like I'm over here looking for this funny little meme picture, but I found this tweet that's pretty similar and it says, finally, some good news. Scientists discovered a treatment that could reduce COVID-19 transmission by 70%, and it's just a piece of cloth that you wear in front of your dumb fucking face. And it's true.
I love that.
Because there was
It's
just this,
yeah.
there was this infographic and it was a person without a mask and a person with a mask. The person
Mm-hmm.
without the mask was transferring COVID, but only by 30%. So the person wearing a mask was saved by 70%. And then it just kept going through all of the different methods. And then it's like, yo, it's literally so easy to just both wear a fucking mask, both be protected, and just uh, keep it as low as possible. Keep the risk as low as
Right.
possible.
Do your part. Like even if you don't really care about your health or you don't believe in it, like as a human, your duty to society is like to at least make
Hmm.
sure do your part to where it does not spread and kill innocent people.
Exactly. And a
People
lot
that
of these
can't
people
wear
don't
masks.
understand.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because there's a lot of people that can't wear a mask because of other health reasons, or like their like it's
Yeah.
just do your part. Like it's not gonna kill you. Honestly, it's not gonna kill you. The
It
virus is more
really won't
likely to
wear
kill you than the damn mask.
Rub some essential oils up in that mask, be smelling whatever you want to smell.
Right. I will
I
say
really want
you don't realize how funky your breath is until you wear a mask.
yo facts. You be like, yo, my fucking top lip, bro. Like, this is bullshit.
I remember like wearing it the first time and going in the store. I'm like, what is that smell? I thought it was I deadass thought it was a mask. I'm like, damn, this mask's funky.
Right? Like, blaming it all on the mask. Like, where does their mask come from?
I switched it out to another one. I'm like, shit.
Still
It was my breath. I was like, wow.
I love it. I really want a face shield.
I want one too, yeah.
I think they're flexes. I think they're bomb as fuck. I would look good as hell.
I know I would look
Easier
crazy.
to breathe. Yeah. Oh my god, that's funny as hell.
But yeah, that thinking process, like it's just, it doesn't, no. Mm-mm. I don't care what you say. That mask is essential.
Exactly. Go pick one up. It's only $1 for all those people who really do not want to wear one.
Yeah, and stores in the mall actually have them displayed right in front of their store. We could just pick it up and go.
Oh, that's bomb. See, I haven't even been out there. That's interesting.
So if you don't have one and you want to go in the store, you just put it on and go in there.
Damn. I like that. Okay, shout out to stores for being convenient.
Right?
Have you been watching any new TV?
No, not really. I'm not like a huge TV. And my thing is YouTube.
Okay, what have you been watching on YouTube?
I don't know if I'm allowed to say the people's names. I guess so. I don't know.
Go ahead if you want.
I feel so shy. There's this two guys. Their YouTube page is called Abba and Preach.
I was gonna look into them because after the Doja Cat thing, then she was talking about them. I saw her go live. It was that day we recorded, and then she went live literally that night. And I tuned into it, and she was talking about them.
Yeah, they did a video on her. Before she went live and after.
That's so funny.
And yeah, I've been watching them since like day one pretty much. And so
80 shout out. Day one.
Yeah, I really enjoy the conversations that they have, the topics and stuff. And so I've been keeping up. Like, girl, they post 10 minutes ago and I watched their thing. And seriously, like, they'll post something 10 minutes ago and there's already like almost up to 8K views on there.
That's bomb.
And I'm like,
and
damn.
I do need some more people in my YouTube feed because I just haven't been on YouTube a lot since March because a lot of the creators that I watch just haven't been uploading as often.
That makes sense, yeah.
Yeah, so I just need to find more people, get into watching more YouTube videos.
Yeah, I know for sure YouTube is my addiction.
I love it.
I love the stuff that I can find on there, and I'm a visual person in general, so if I have a problem, I usually go to YouTube. I'm like, how the hell do I do this?
Hell yeah. YouTube solves everything. It can solve anything.
Yeah. And I've been watching a lot of like Vice and Middle Ground, like from Jubilee stuff.
Oh, yep.
Yeah.
Love that.
Oh, and then I don't know if I told you, it was like a month ago, but there's this guy on YouTube. He used to be a photographer, and so I think he's retired, but he lives in California, and I don't know if you know Skid Row in
Mhm.
Cali.
Mhm.
So he goes down to Skid Row and just picks a random like person and interviews them.
I love that. I fuck with that.
And it's so cool because like, you know, a lot of the people in Skid Row are drug addicts, prostitutes, pimps, um,
Mhm.
homeless people, like any all of them just live down in the street like that. And so he interviews them, like asks them like kind of like their childhood, what got them to where they are now, like tell me like the happiest moments in your life, the sad parts, like every little detail you can think of about the person, he'll just interview and ask them, and they're pretty open. Well, obviously they're gonna get cash at the end of it or food or
Right.
some kind of but it's amazing to see, especially like the prostitutes. Like it's different from watching documentaries because you have the actual person sitting right in front of you and telling them their
Right
life.
there.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And it's just so fascinating. Like some of the shit you hear is like, fudge. How in the world did you survive that, fam? Like
Yeah, I freaking bet. I love videos like that.
it's so raw. Like raw. I mean raw. There's no
I like
filters.
that. I'm gonna have to look it up. I
Yeah.
remember I was listening to this podcast about sex workers, and I think I sent it to you guys in the Snapchat chat because I was like, yo, you guys absolutely have to freaking hear this. Like, it's incredible. But, like, I have no idea what it was now.
Oh shit. I don't think you sent it
But
to
I
me.
guarantee you it's in the Snapchat chat.
Oh, in the Snapchat probably. Because I was gonna say if it was in the group chat, I would have already looked at it. I would have. I love like that kind of stuff, and so I've been
Like,
watching
months. What have you been watching?
a lot of like those interviews. Oh, it's called his YouTube channel is called Soft White Underbelly.
Ooh. Aw. That's cute. Okay. Gotcha.
So amazing. Like his work is, and you kind of sit there and you're like, oh my god, like you learn a lot, and that's kind of his point of making this. He's like, I'm not here to like make GoFundMe accounts for these people or just, you know, help every single body.
Mm-hmm.
Here mainly to educate everyone out there about what like reality, what's going on, and how
Mm-hmm.
these people get to where they are.
Got to where they are, exactly.
And that it can happen to anybody. And I'm just like, shit.
That is super true. That's beyond true.
Yeah.
Let's
I'm just
see.
like, I support 100%.
I
So
support too.
good. But,
I like that.
mm-hmm.
Well, I'm gonna have to look into that because yeah, I need more content on YouTube. I feel like I've watched just about everything I want to watch. It's like I just
Yes.
need somebody to recommend me something in order for me to watch it because I'm like, everything just kind of looks the same at this
Girl, let me know and I can hook you
point.
up with some things. I'd be on YouTube like it's normal TV.
I love it. Yeah, I was scrolling through YouTube. I was just watching. I forget her name, but she does like Emmy made in Japan. I was watching some of her videos right before I got on for the
Made in Japan.
podcast. Emmy made in Japan. She makes like super crazy stuff, and like I watched her make a tomato soup cake, and I was like, what the fuck? But she's the sweetest soul, and like, oh my god, she's so sweet.
A
So yeah, she's
tomato
enjoyable
steak?
to watch. Yes, bitch, she baked tomato soup and it turned out into a cake. I was like, the fuck?
That doesn't sound good.
It's interesting. You gotta watch the video. You gotta watch the video. Oh snap, we're running. Zoom's doing us dirty.
Oh, my body is
I didn't even need to see you to know what you looked like when you said that.
oh yeah, no, my body is crying right now. I worked out yesterday and so
Oh shit.
The next day or day 3 is when I feel the soreness.
What'd you do yesterday? What'd you target?
So we do it virtually now because it's
Oh,
a lot.
I love that. Explain how that works, because I've been curious.
Um, how do I explain it? Like, it's I like it. So we get on through Zoom because it's scheduled every Friday
Mm-hmm.
at 10 a.m. We get on Zoom and and I don't know what we're gonna target at all until I'm in the meeting.
Okay.
So I don't know anything coming in, and she'll just start telling me like, okay, I want you to do this position, blah blah. If I don't know or I don't understand or I'm confused, she'll go ahead and like show me,
Mm-hmm.
but she won't do it with me, like unless,
Oh. Oh.
unless it's something that's like requires like rhythm or something. I don't know, but if it's really complicated, she'll join, but usually she'll just sit there and count for me, so I don't have to.
Mm-hmm.
Um, it's not like what you see on Instagram where it's just like hella lit party vibes.
Yeah.
It's not like that but we do talk a lot. Um,
Like about
sometimes
your progress.
no, not really, because we also, on top of that, I have like check-in days. So
Ooh.
I
Oh.
my clothes, my measurements, my weight, and then also like how I did in the week because it's weekly,
Mm-hmm.
how my eating was that week, how my training was, like what either changes that I need to make or how I felt, like everything you can think of. So I submit that weekly and then she responds back to me, um, just depending on what I wrote. And then she will have that each week. And so at some point she'll be like, oh my gosh, you made crazy progress. I'm like, girl, what progress? And she'll do like a side by side pic. And she's like, you see that? Like your thighs have gotten smaller, your numbers have decreased, blah, 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 blah. I'm like, oh shit, wait a minute.
Oh my God.
And so, yeah, it's really, I thought it was gonna be easier than the like in person, face to face. But girl, she don't play.
Really? Especially because it's virtual. She gets on you.
Exactly. She's like, what? It doesn't matter virtually or face to face. She's like, we're still gonna work hard.
I love that. And where do you usually like work out? Just like in your room or go outside?
Yeah, I have not tried the outside, but she's down to do anywhere. You just need a bunch
Okay.
of stuff. And then also, she kind of works based on what equipment you have at home.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, if you need a chair to do a certain workout, she'll be like, go get the chair, go get some paper plates, some like. She's very
I love that.
she's very flexible. Yeah, and I usually do it at just because he has that like hardwood floor area where it's just
Mm-hmm.
spacious by and I can just put down my yoga mat, and then he has weights, and then I have some bands, and I can just get things done.
That sounds honestly ideal.
Yeah, I really like it, and it's so much cheaper than the face to face. It's like $300 for face to face.
Whoa. She cuts the price for the virtual? That's interesting. I like that.
It's 180 for a
Okay.
month virtual because I see her once a week.
Mm-hmm.
And so once a week face to face, it's like $60 like a session.
Mm-hmm.
And so I guess it's like around $40 when it's virtual once a week.
Oh, that's not bad. That's honestly not bad.
Yeah, and she's like, "Oh yeah," because I told her I'm pretty open with her. I'm like, yo, financial stuff is happening. And she's so
Mm-hmm.
understanding. She's like, girl, okay, yeah, like, tell me what you need. And then she'll give me resources. Like, at some point, she was like, oh, I also have this Facebook group
Ooh.
where you can get a meal plan, you can get the training, and then there's like live trainings that I do. So it's like, it's less one-on-one. You don't have to do check-ins. I don't
Yeah.
talk to you but you can post questions and like you have other people joining in, and that one's like $30 a month or something. Like it's really cheap. And she's like, if you ever need to transfer over to that, I'm so down. And I'm like, oh, okay, yeah. And then,
Dang, she's got it.
oh yeah, she's so helpful, so helpful. And she's so understanding. That's the thing that I truly appreciate. And I I picked the right one. That's what I got.
You seriously did.
Yeah, I think I got lucky too, because like I've never had a personal trainer, and so I don't know. I feel like the way I was looking, I was nervous. I was nervous that I was gonna get like cheated out or something, you know?
Yeah, somebody scam you.
Yeah, but she's pretty like raw, completely raw. I love it.
I like her. Any
Yeah.
idea when she might start doing the face to face?
Oh, she's doing it now.
Oh, there you go.
Her gym is in Seattle, like by Capitol Hill.
Oh, my favorite area.
And she opened the gym back up because it's her boyfriend, and it's like the type of gym like you can't go in and join unless you have a personal trainer.
Oh, damn. So they're like serious. Like if you join here, you're serious.
Yeah, so like you would need to contact a personal trainer and they would be able to give you like the code to the door and access to the gym.
Damn.
It's not like just your regular gym where you just go and join and do your own thing. And so she opened that up, I think last month, like the end of the week or 2 weeks, I don't know. Yeah, she was having people come in that could come in.
They could, yeah.
Yeah. So I don't think I'll be doing face to face anytime soon. That's for
There
sure.
you go, girl. Stay the hell at home. It's easier, cheaper,
Exactly.
effective still.
It's still effective. I love it. I can still be home. I can sweat at home. I don't have to drive so far. Yeah.
Ooh, hell yeah. Ooh, that's a good ass point.
Mhm.
Yeah. Oh my God. I want to get back into yoga so bad, like doing hot yoga. But I just know my first session, I'm going to pass the hell out.
You gotta stay hydrated.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
That I want to get back into yoga so bad, especially because she always gets on my ass about it. She's like, "Did you stretch at all?" No. And so
Damn.
she'll dedicate like time at the end of our session to do some stretches, and so I don't like tense up. But
Oh, yeah.
I've tensed up at sessions before, and she's like, "Ooh, no, you need to start stretching, do something like." And honestly, I can barely touch my toes nowadays, and it's so embarrassing.
Oh,
But I need
really?
to keep just folding.
Just, oh.
I remember, like, especially in high school, just touching my toes, bending
Right,
them
just
back.
doing it for the hell of it. Just boop.
Right. Like, almost going into split. Like, stretching was just, like, it. Yoga was the shiz. Like, and you don't
Yeah.
realize how much you've, like, stopped doing that, or, like, you don't realize how much it affected you until you're at a point where you can't touch your toes. And you're like, shit, I feel hella old.
That is true. I remember my yoga teacher in high school, he was like, on day one, he said, go to an elderly person's home and ask everybody what's one thing they missed from when they were younger. Most of them will say flexibility.
Damn.
And that hits me.
I feel like that right now.
Oh my God. Oh my God. I
But
think of
yeah.
him whenever I walk and I flex my butt cheeks, like especially when I walk up hills, because he was
What?
always like, just remember to flex, just always flex. That'll just keep your muscles toned. Then it'll just let, like, your muscles will just naturally just tone up as long as you just remain flexed. And so I would always squeeze my butt cheeks hella hard as I was walking uphill. My butt looked so good back when I was doing that, girl.
I I'm just imagining him saying that because I remember what he looked like. He must have.
He was flexing. He was flexing those cheeks.
He was like the walking. Like, oh my goodness, that's interesting. But yoga is definitely something I definitely need to get back into. At least, like, I don't know. It's just you don't. It was so beneficial, you know.
Extremely. Extreme.
Yeah.
Yeah, I need to find my yoga mat. I just need to remember where it's at.
Yeah, I almost freaked out because I couldn't find mine, and
Oh,
so cute. And I also had like a little yoga bag with it, and like,
oh,
I was like, yes. It was after me and you were doing the hot yoga in Kirkland, I think,
mhm,
or Totem Lake or whatever.
mhm, yep.
After that kind of ended, I think I got a yoga mat because I was like, yeah, I want to go back into doing that, and then did not use it.
Damn. And so now you have a brand new yoga mat.
Right, and I was pissed. I was like, oh my gosh, where's my yoga mat? Like, did it get lost during the move? Like, what the heck?
Oh.
I was like, Tyler, where's my yoga mat? And I was like, this must be in the storage. Went to the storage, it wasn't there. Next thing you know, I'm going through my like container things of storage in my room, and I'm like, oh, that's my yoga mat.
Oh, yes.
And I got so happy, but I haven't used it for yoga still.
Oh my gosh. I'm so extra because I'm just like, whenever I go to the gym or whenever I get my membership or whatever, I need to make sure I have a cute outfit. Like, I just want a cute workout outfit.
I do too, but I'm complete fat ass, so I don't think anything will look cute on me.
Oh, oh, Lily. Just one of those like sports bras that you could like wear as just a shirt.
Yeah, no, I don't think that's gonna work with my body.
Yeah, that's never gonna work for me.
No, I can just see it right now, like all the rolls and the fat busting out. No.
Oh no. Right, that'll never work for me.
I'm gonna need some good editing and like sucking in to make it look cute.
I feel just a hell of a lot of fabric. Just
Yeah. But yeah, I think that's the one thing too I like, that I have a personal trainer because during quarantine, she's like, yeah, we don't, it's like there's no rest. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Lock off just because it's quarantine.
I honestly think you got a personal trainer at just the right time because imagine if this happened and you wouldn't have. Would you be looking for a personal trainer right
Yeah, actually no. The way my bank account is set up right now,
now?
I don't think I would probably use that as an excuse to like, oh shit, I can't afford it.
I agree.
You know? And so
Yeah, I do the same thing. And I'd also be like, how the fuck could I do a personal trainer like through Zoom, like through internet?
right.
Yeah.
It's easier than you think, and it's actually like the way I think about it is like, damn, I put money into this, so I better work my ass off because this is
Better.
not.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I know how shitty I felt because I had a goal on my 23rd birthday. I was like, oh, on my 23rd birthday, I'm going to be this, like, I don't go based off numbers really, but I go based on like how I physically want to look.
Hmm.
And so I'm like, oh, I want to look like this. I want to be able to wear this. I just want to be so like, just so cute. That didn't happen. Instead, I gained a lot of weight, like almost to the level of like my pregnancy. And I just felt disgusting. Like when you're pregnant, you have an excuse. You're like, oh, that's the baby.
That's all baby. Hmm.
Yeah. But when you don't have a baby and you're that weight, you're like, shit, this is all me. But I just didn't like how I felt. I just felt
Yeah.
disgusting. could barely, like, the stairs were not for me. I
Oh,
hated it.
ah, I
And
hate stairs.
also keeping up with a toddler when I was that big, it was just so hard. Like, I felt like I couldn't keep up with him. And that made me
Mhm.
feel terrible. And yeah, I was like right after my birthday. Well, not right after, but like a couple days after my birthday. That's when I was like looking into a personal trainer because I was like, I know I'm at my worst right now and I need help.
So
Like,
it
I can't
was
do this, but
your birthday last year that you started with the trainer, like around that time.
yes. Yes.
Hey, that's what's up. You've been with her for almost a year. Oh my God.
Exactly.
That's
Exactly.
what's up.
Yeah. Yeah. Um, I don't think I've made great progress because I've slacked off on certain things and she's like, girl, you need to fix that. And I'm like, I know. She's like, I'm gonna ask you every single time I see you. I'm like, shit.
Shit, accountability. I love that.
Yeah, I do too. And so um I can't I sometimes I'm like, damn, girl, it's only been a year. I don't feel like big improvements, but she's the type to be like, no, don't just look at the numbers, like look at first of all the images, like see the difference from day one and stuff. So
From
yeah.
how you look. Exactly.
hmm And apparently people have been telling me like I look slimmer.
Really? Hey, well, you do. I think you do. I always thought you looked slim.
Yeah,
I'm like,
see it and they're like, oh, you look a little slimmer, like a little more tone, and I'm like, what? My clothes are like fitting okay now. Like they're not, I will say
oh,
my not tight like they used to be, because when I gained weight them shits were like about to bust.
really?
Yeah, my clothes were not fitting right. And so now sometimes I'll try on a dress from way back and I'm like, okay, still need progress, but shit, I can breathe a little.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, i think I think that's people should invest into their health,
Yes,
um regardless, that be gym trainer, like uh
nutrition.
nutrition. Exactly. I really think health is a big priority for me, and that we can easily make excuses like, oh, I can't afford it.
Mm,
But if you see it in a way, like if you look at it in the future sense, it is
you're
important.
investing.
You
Yeah.
can work, you know?
Hmm.
Yeah, because I hear that a lot, and I've said that to myself, like, oh, this shit it looks so expensive. But
Me too. Me too.
I didn't realize that I can actually like talk to someone about like making a plan and figure out how I can be able to afford it and still be successful.
Hmm. Damn. I love that. No, I love that. That was a good nutrition segment led
Yeah,
by Lily.
what about you?
In terms of nutrition, I've just been trying to eat better.
Mhm.
That's just one of my main goals because I'm like, I feel like if I, well, let me not say that. I was gonna say I feel like if I got a personal trainer, then I wouldn't be committed, but that's a lie. Because before the whole quarantine thing, I was looking on Groupon for like deals and not personal trainers, but like those places where you can go and just like work out. Not a gym. I forget what the fuck it's called.
Gym?
No, I forget a CrossFit center. That's what it was.
Oh, CrossFit, yeah.
Right near me there's a CrossFit center and like they have all the different things that you could do and I was like that would be really fun because it was like $20 and you got like 2 weeks I think. So that was something that I was super interested in because I'm really into the hardcore workout, the hardcore exercise. Like, let's do the quick bursts of whatever and then
Yeah.
cool down and then quick burst, cool down. That's my
Yeah.
favorite. So, yeah.
I think everyone should try CrossFit at some point in their life.
Hell yeah, because I feel like I didn't appreciate it enough in PE. Like I actually, looking back at it, I kind of enjoyed like CrossFit and PE.
Yeah. It I liked it. I think I loved it. Um it made me like more disciplined than I thought.
Exactly.
And yeah, you get the whole variety aspect of it. And then yeah, it's not fun during because you feel like shit, but also I don't know, it was just really cool to be able to be in an environment with a bunch of people and just working your ass off while music is on, but also have like a coach that's right there if anything, like if you get confused, like it's just, I don't know, I think the atmosphere really helped for me to continue and be disciplined about it.
Hmm. I agree with you on that. That
Yeah.
sounds like it would motivate me because seeing other people do stuff, I'm like, shit, well, I need to do it too. I need to commit. Seeing other
Mhm.
people committed helps me commit.
Right. And I remember seeing a variety of people like in classes. I mean, you see the really buff, fit females and men. You see the
Hmm.
ones just starting. You see the ones that are just like, you like been doing this for a while, but still like aren't at their best. And it's just like, it's amazing. You get kind of this like motivation. You see them and you're like, oh shit, I could look like that. Like, hold up.
Right, right. And then, oh my gosh, after I do this long enough, it'll actually become easier and this will be no biggie. Like, yes, let's work to that
Right. And like, not just like it could be easy, but you compare in a positive way. You look at your weight or whatever, yeah, weight, and you're like, huh, or your speed of reps
point.
compared to someone that's been doing for so long, and you're like, damn, I'm at like almost beginner, or I'm at like a really low weight. You look at them, you're like, I could be pushing 50 pounds plus. You're kidding me. I got a 10-pound dumbbell. Like, you telling me I could push 50 or plus? Hold
Oh
up.
goodness. Oh goodness. A 2 pound dumbbell starts to feel like 50 after long enough for me. I'm
That's
telling
so
you.
true.
Oh my gosh. You work out long enough with a 2 pounder, you'll be like, woo, this is too much.
Hold up. You start double looking, like you start checking the damn weight. Is this really two? Wait a minute. Somebody's tricking me.
Exactly.
But yeah, I remember because I also did like you said, they have different classes in the
Hmm.
sense of like at my CrossFit gym, they had just your regular CrossFit class. They had a boxing class. They had a running class. They had a barbell class, which is weightlifting.
Mm.
Um, they had yoga classes. Oh, they had cycling class. Girl, cycling
Ooh,
was lit.
yes.
The
Yes. I
lady
want to do
that
cycling so bad.
she was lit, and she had like days where it was um categorized based on music, like genre or artist.
Ooh, I love
Uh,
that.
I think I went to a couple classes where it was like either disco or like um early 2000 hits, something like that. And I was just like, this is amazing. She's lit, like lit. There'll be like probably 3 people sometimes and she's still hype. I'm like, wait a minute.
I'm her.
She had the lights and everything, hella extra. It was dark, just like
Darkest.
it amazing. I'm like, oh shit, I can only imagine like all 4 of us in that cycling room.
Can we? That would be so fun.
It was fun, but then when you get off the bike, it's no joke.
Oh my gosh, I would probably pass out. Like my legs would be jello.
Yeah, you get all hyped, you just cycling, and then she's like, okay, turn. So you can like turn the, what's it called? The pressure.
Oh.
Like, okay, one turn. for turf.
Holy no. Mm-mm. I'd be
I
like, no.
sometimes I'm like, I'm just gonna pretend I turn this thing
Yep.
and
Yep.
keep going. It was amazing. I loved it.
I love that. After this COVID, let's go cycling. That's one
Yes.
thing that I really want to get into. Like at least once every other week.
Yes. 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 I'm so down. I know like the other girls would be down for it. But I
Yes.
will say my ass cheeks were hurting like nobody's business.
Well, let's get them hurting.
But no, that seat is not comfortable.
Oh, I
No.
bet. Can I bring a seat pillow?
Is there seat pillows for that?
I would be the only one with a seat pillow, and I'm completely okay with that.
No, I think like no, you need it. I couldn't go back to class like for another 3 to 4 days because I felt like I had bruises under my ass from the seat.
Ooh, yeah, that ain't no joke.
Oh no, no, no. And I was like, does anyone else have this problem? Because there was people that went every single day cycling class. Every
How? How?
But it makes sense why they would go because like a lot of time people would be at work and they probably have like a boring job and they're just sitting there on the desk.
True.
And then cycling is just lit after work.
Girl, I'm going to cycling. Want to go?
Right. But I can actually see you being a cycle like instructor.
I honestly would, and I'd be getting off of my bike and twerking in between all the people as they're cycling.
I hate you. But there was
we'd have fun.
she would like you would be standing up and like cycling still. So it's like a slower motion. And then you would like bend over onto the handles and still cycle. Like, girl, I'm almost twerking up in here. Dude, my ass is up in the air, moving side to side. I was like, whoa.
I'd be, oh my God, yo, I'd be popping it. I'd be popping it. That's no joke.
Sucks that we can't be doing that right now. I would sign up right now for that.
No, genuinely, I'm probably gonna check out Groupon after this and see if they're cycling.
There's so many things like all four of us need to do together. I feel like that's just gonna
skydiving.
Yeah, by yourself or like by yourself or with someone else is different compared to like all four of us.
Yes.
We take it to a level.
It would be a completely different experience. That's why we need a camera crew to follow us.
Girl, you got the whole set up.
Black girls try things on YouTube. That's us. Jumping out of planes, going on hot air balloons. They're doing hot air balloons. I've been seeing them in the air.
Where?
Like in Arlington, I guess, because when we're heading to work, I just see the hot air balloons.
You just see in the air. Oh, okay.
I just see them flying. Don't know where they're going or where they're coming from, but they're there.
But yeah, cycling. I'm trying to think. I also want to do those like twerk classes.
Yes.
If they have here in Washington.
Any note you want to end off with?
I
was just gonna say, like, everybody remember to wear your masks. Black lives fucking matter. All these fucking companies pretending like it was Black Lives Spirit Week need to actually hire more Black people. Probably show your numbers. There's a lot of organizations who are asking for your numbers of people of color, Black people, women, transgender people, everybody. Like, we need to see those numbers, especially if you've been demanded. So that's basically all I have to say. Justice for George Floyd, justice for Breonna Taylor.
Yes.
Fuck 12. That's basically it. And I'm tired of these white people walking around with elevator music in their head when there's real shit fucking going on.
Also, I want to say, like, no one wants to hear, like, how, like, what is it? Like, white people feeling guilty. Like, no one wants to hear
the white guilt.
Like,
You discovered racism 72 hours ago. There's nothing.
Right. I
No.
don't want to go on social media and see a bunch of white people saying, I'm so sorry. And then how they never experienced or seen because of their privilege or whatnot. Like, I don't want to hear that. That's not going to do anything for me. You kneeling down and apologizing isn't going to do nothing. Like, honestly.
I hate that.
No, stop. Like, no one wants you to do that. And then also, I guess we should have talked about it, but like now that I'm hearing a bunch of these like voice actors voice actors coming down from positions, or certain talk show hosts or whatever coming down from their position saying that they're trying to create space for African Americans or people of color. And I'm like, you think you're helping, but you're not.
You're not. Well, that's next week's topic. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah. Shit. Well, on that note, thank you everybody for listening. Remember to follow us everywhere at Black Me Up Podcast. If you want to send us any notes, email blackmeuppodcast@gmail.com. Rate 5 stars on iTunes. We're on Spotify, iHeartRadio, and wherever you listen to podcasts. So thank you for listening. We'll be back next week. And we got some juice for you next week.
Yes. Tell me why I feel like I thought I was on YouTube, and I'm like, yeah.
Yeah. You said peace.